Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. I'm so excited about what I'm going to share with you today and the possibilities it can provide for our students, our instruction, and assessments. My name is Bridget Egan Lahane. I'm the librarian media specialist here at Wildcat Elementary, but also have many years of teaching experience. I know as a former classroom teacher there are many challenges that teachers face. And it is my goal that after you leave our session this afternoon, you have some excitement and ideas about how to incorporate today's topic into your own classrooms. How many of you are familiar with the saying, out with the old and in with the new? I'm sure we all are. Most of us probably think of clothes, hairstyles, trends, even technology, maybe even teaching. But how many of us think of how this applies to writing a story? Honestly, probably not many of us. But writing a story is something all of our students are required to do. From kindergarten to fifth grade, students must be able to retell, create, or compose a story with a beginning, middle, and an end. However, I know from my classroom experience this skill is a big challenge for most students. We have the old way, paper and pencil, eraser marks, smudges, all the steps, the questions of do I have to start over? Students not producing quality writing pieces because of the tedious nature of the writing process. How many are familiar with this scenario? Well, then there's a new way with computers and printers, technology assistance. The use of computers and these technology assistive programs can help alleviate the stress of writing, and it can add easy things such as typing and spell check. Using these technology tools are quicker, they're physically easier to accomplish, less stressful, and promote higher student engagement. So how can we use technology to excite our students about writing stories to produce quality pieces? Well, there's an even newer way, digital storytelling. This newer way is more than just using a computer for spell check and typing a final copy. Digital storytelling is the practice of using various technologies to create a story. So, is there a technology product available that will encourage our students to create stories? Yes. It's Photo Story 3. I'm excited to introduce a new and easy way to create digital stories through Photo Story 3. Today's goals. During today's session, we will work on three main goals. 1. Identify three key features in Photo Story 3, such as starting a new project, uploading photos, adding text, captions, effects, and music, and how to publish a finished product, and how easy all of these are to do. Additionally, you will work together on identifying ways to use this program in various content areas and instructional units in the standards that you already teach. And finally, you'll have an opportunity to create a short story using these key features that we've already discussed. So for our objectives today, teachers will be able to identify three ways to integrate Photo Story 3 into your instruction. Teachers will select one instructional unit, a lesson, or a standard, and determine two ways Photo Story 3 could be integrated to demonstrate student learning. And finally, teachers will work in grade level teams to navigate Photo Story 3 to create an example product to use in your own classroom. So before we begin, why use digital storytelling? Some of you may be wondering why using digital storytelling is necessary or how will this help my students? Well, there are numerous studies and research available that support the many benefits of using digital storytelling in the classrooms. Incorporating digital storytelling has been shown to increase student engagement, promote higher level thinking, increase technology skills, and support project-based learning. I found this quote from a research study that I reviewed. And not only did this study support an improvement in writing skills, but it also discussed an increase of student engagement. And as a former classroom teacher, this was very motivating to me. Furthermore, The research supports that digital storytelling has the ability to enrich learning experiences, integrate various technologies, enhance student comprehension, increase student involvement, and encourage the writing process. Now, who wouldn't want all of these things for our students in our own classrooms? Who doesn't want to motivate and encourage students to become better writers, and even better yet, to even write about their own learning? All of us here today teach standards that require students to tell a story in some way. I'm not just thinking of writing pieces. It could be in other content areas as well, such as reading, science, social studies, and even math. Even the arts and humanities teachers could use this product as a way for students to demonstrate their learning. One specific example, and one that we'll visit some today, will be the Reading Standard 3.2. Recount stories, including fables, folktales, and myths, and explain the moral and how this is conveyed using key details. Integrating digital storytelling also addresses the AASL standards. You may be asking yourself, what are AASL standards? Well, this is an acronym that many of you may not be familiar with. It stands for the American Association of School Librarians. AASL standards were designed to support 21st century learners and educators. These standards provide structure to the library program, but they also serve as a tool to ensure that all students in school are learning the 21st century way. So, how do we get started? Well, let's look at our background knowledge. Let's quickly review some skills that will be handy to know before we get to Photo Story 3. You already know how to do almost everything required to use the program. So raise your hand if you know how to do or have experience with the following. How many of you can download or install a new program to your computer? How many of you can upload photos or images? How many of you can add or edit text and fonts? And how many can know how to add music or voice? For some of us, adding voice may be a new skill, but I assure you it's easy to do. But with Photo Story 3, this is a new Microsoft product that brings digital images to life. The first step is to download the program. This is super easy to do and only takes a few seconds. There are a couple of ways to do this. First, you can go to the Microsoft Office website and click on the Download Center. You find Photo Story 3 among the lists and click to download. 2. Another way is to go to the following address and click on the free download icon. No matter which way you choose, it's quick and it's free. You'll be able to use Photo Story 3 in a couple of minutes. Once you've done that, the second step is to choose an option. Click on Begin a New Story. You can edit a saved product or play a story you've finished. The next step is to select and upload the pictures that you want to use. Images can be saved digital photographs. They can be images that you've saved from Flickr or other online sources. Even scanned illustrations or drawings can be uploaded to use as images in your story. Within this step, you also have the option to further edit, crop, or enhance your images to get them just the way you want them. You can even drag and drop them into the order you want them to appear. During this step in the process, you can enhance your photographs by adding effects, which will change and alter the appearance of your image. You can change to black and white, you can choose sepia, charcoal, watercolor, and there's many more. These effects would be great to add to enhance the impact of the images, such as creating mood or distinguishing powerful moments or events from a story. Next, you can even add captions for your photograph or image. These captions will appear right on your picture. This feature is unique because it allows you to add extra information, dialogue, or even thought bubbles right on the image itself. With this awesome feature, you can add in words or script of your story by recording your voice as you tell the story. This is the recording button that you can click when you are ready to begin. Each image offers this feature, so it is easy to break down the story into small slides at a time.